Well, Aaron, how did you see the defeat today?
A slow, naive, lacking in confidence start, which is confusing, seeing though we've got nothing to lose. It was the same as last week against Tottenham. Two deflected goals probably sums our season up. But with it being so early on, we've had a long time for us to get back into the game. We made a tactical tweak at half-time, went a little bit more direct in behind their fullbacks, got into better positions, had some big chances. But then again, the second goal, we have a chance to make a tactical foul on the halfway line. We know Abere is a very good player. He showed that against us in the first game. He's shown it all season. So we take the foul. They probably take a long free kick, and then we try and nick one at the end. So it's disappointing with the way we started, but there was positives again in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, just on that second goal in particular, at times, was it just too easy for Crystal Palace to get through you?
I think in the second half, yes, but we are going for the game at the same time. But I also think we made our own downfalls. I think we give the ball away for them to counter-attack. They're a counter-attacking team with four lads up top who were very direct. You can go into Benteke, or you've got Eze, Zaha and Townsend who can go on a dribble. So it's tough. The league's tough, but I think the chances they got were us giving the ball away and then our players being out of position.
Yeah, and the goals, two deflected goals as well. I mean, I thought you were unfortunate not to keep a clean sheet today, given the circumstances. Yeah,
as I say, it probably sums our luck up this season, or of late anyway. But at the same time, I was probably saving both of them. But at the same time, if my defenders don't try and block the ball, then we're having a conversation because they're not trying to stop it from going in the goal. So it's unfortunate. But as we said, the way we conceded them, especially the second one, is very stoppable. So that's something we have to take on board, and we have to show positives into the next few games for the start of the season.
And I know you said it was confusing, the slow start. I mean, can you put any kind of finger on why that happened the way that it did?
Well, you know, we're bottom of the table. We've had a tough year, and there's players lacking confidence. That's the only way I can sort of think about it. It's very hard to get out of a routine of when you're losing, or you've got backs against the walls all the time, to come out and just trying to push your shoulders out and trying to be bullish and in people's faces, and that was the way Sheffield United got up into this league, and it's the way they did it last year. But obviously we this season have had tough breaks and we've gone away from that, but we've somehow got to try and get into that, and I think we just all need to have the trying to think of a word without swearing. We have to have the don't care mentality. We have to just go into games thinking, listen, we've got nothing to lose. We need to play for ourselves, play for the club. For next season, trying to get into the team for ourselves, but also play for the fans, and they want to see people getting up to the ball and making tackles and running the channels. And I think Jebo done really well when he came on. I think he can be proud of himself for his debut. He's run the channels well, and he's put himself about, and that's what that's what the fans of this club want to see. So we just need to get back to that. We need to have that don't care mentality, and just go for it again.
I was going to ask you about him. What's he been like to work with when he's been training with the first team?
You know, he hasn't really been around it too much. He's trained every now and then when we've needed numbers throughout the season. He's come in this week, and he's looked sharp, throws himself about as a young lad does, and that's probably what's earned himself to get on the pitch today. He's been scoring goals in the youth team, but he needs to carry on doing that, because ultimately his job is obviously to try and get him behind, ruffle the feathers of the centre halves, and if he stops doing that, if he tries to get a little bit comfortable, then he's not going to play. So he's got a good head on his shoulders, to be honest, for a young lad. So he's hungry and he's a decent finisher, so I think he's one for the future for this team. Yeah.
Fingers crossed this is the last time you'll have to play here without fans.
Oh, I know. it's obviously been a horrendous season for them not being here. It's been a horrendous season for us without them here, because I definitely think it would have been a bit different. I know what it's like when this place is rocking from League One season and also playing here last year. I can't wait for it. And with the weight of the fans have had to have, there's no doubt in my mind they'll come back positive as best they can. They'll get behind the team and they'll sing as loud as they can. And that's something we definitely need, and we can't wait for.
Aaron, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.